Hey y'all, I'm Gabrielle and welcome back to Gabrielle's Guide to Books. I have a bit of a confession. I hate TBRs. No. Don't get me wrong. I love other people's TBRs. I hate to do TBRs on my own. Because I just am like, I may or may not read these books. And then also too, like, I might be promising you that I'm gonna read the book, but I'm not sure if I even like it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it until I open it. The first page of the book tells me everything I need to know. So I thought I might do something a little bit different with my TBR this time and read the first page and show you my reaction on screen. I'm a little nervous about this because you'll be seeing my real time thoughts about whether or not I think I'm going to like this book and where it's going to go on my TBR.
Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave, 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 brave.
Because it's summertime and I'm planning on having a sexy summer, I am thinking I'm just going to show you some of the books that are on my romance TBR. So let's get started. First up is Struck Speechless by Tati Richardson. This is the second book in her Boss Chick series. The first one was Losing Sight. I really love Tati Richardson, so I got high hopes, but let's see. Chapter 1. Jackie looked around her sprawling, well-manicured backyard and let out a pleased sigh. The DJ was jamming, drinks were flowing, the food of course was delicious, her baked beans were no doubt the highlight. The weather was perfect with a hint of fall in the air. The photographer she'd hired was standing by and friends and family were bursting with anticipation. Under the guise of her annual cookout, Jackie had pulled off the most epic surprise engagement party for her favorite cousin Gideon and her best friend Tanika. Jackie was thrilled at the fact that her best friend was going to officially become family and that her cousin had found love after the loss of his first wife. Their love story, while a little supernaturally freaky, had been one for the ages. Everything was damn near perfect until Jackie's eyes landed on the largest piece of in her yard, one that her dog Pee-wee had not created. Antonio still. Tanika had just asked Jackie if she could get the DJ to play something other than trap music when Jackie turned and locked eyes with him. The had the nerve to smile, showing those goddamn dimples. Jackie held up a finger and called back to Tanika. On second thought, get Maya to do it. I see a snake whose head I need to cut off. Oh my God! First of all, yes. I'm going to want to read this one for sure. I love Tati Richardson because all of her books, or at least in this series, are romantic comedies. This one already seems like it is going to be very good. Yes, I love it. I love her books. They are always, and especially with the Boss Chick series, they just say whatever they want to say. No holds barred. I like the women in this series. I think I'm going to like Jackie. And usually the men in Tati Richardson's books are fine. So it seems like they're going to be like maybe enemies to lovers. I can't wait. Yes. Okay, I guess I'm keeping up with the series. So this is Big Girl Blitz. I could not wait to read Big Girl Blitz. This is by Danielle Allen. This is a part of her series. Let's see what the name of the series is. But this is where Curvy Girl Summer and Plus Size Player. I don't know if this series has a name. I'm sure it has a name, but it's part of that series. So I was super excited to read this one. This one follows a main character, Jasmine Payne. Okay, let's get started. 1. Dates are just romantic interviews, and I don't have the emotional bandwidth, I explained to my best friends on a 3-way call. What's your plan to get back out there? Aaliyah James questioned. I don't think you're taking things seriously. What? I squawked. What do you mean? She means you need to stop automatically telling men you're not interested and to leave you alone, Nina Ford chimed in. Whole time you haven't had sex with someone new in 10 years. Has it been that long? Aaliyah gasped. I groaned. Don't remind me. I'm going to remind you until you fix it, Nina joked. I'm surprised you're not hopping on the first you see. Because I'm feeling like I just might, Aaliyah muttered. Well, we all laughed. I need a connection, I reminded them. I can't just a stranger. Makes sense that you want to line up a boyfriend for the summer, Aaliyah mused. My eyebrows shot up. I did not say that. You said you were going to finally take your coochie out the plastic and use it, Nina teased, causing me to chuckle. I'll keep my eyes out for candidates so you can build your roster. I never said I was building a roster either. All I said was that it would be nice to have sex again, someone I can call on whenever I need it. I thought you were against the friends with benefits situation, Aaliyah pointed out. Mainly because I start talking football with men, they friend zone me. Letting out a light laugh, I shook my head. At this point in my life, a friends with benefits would be ideal. I don't need the feelings. I just need the benefits. I think I like this one. Like, it's going to have romance, but it has 3 best friends, and 2 of them we've already met. Aaliyah and Nina, we've met them from the 2 previous books. So, and we've met Jasmine too, but this one is going to focus on Jasmine. This one is definitely a yes. So clearly she's looking for some type of friends with benefits situation. But clearly there's going to be some football, because it says in football, life and love, play to win. Ooh, I can't wait. For this one. Yes. This one's a yes for me. Whew. This is a biggie, okay? A biggie. All right. This one is Restore Me by JL Seegars. This one came out a bit ago. And I think this is also a series as well. So let's set this book up. This one follows Sloane and Dominic. Dominic Alexander is my late husband's best friend and the last man on earth I should want. And Dominic says Sloane Kent is going to be my undoing. Okay? So let's read this prologue then. So I'm guessing this is from Dominic's perspective. She smelled like heaven. A fruity floral cocktail that swirled in the late August air around her and carried the heady mixture straight into his nostrils, flooding his senses until everything in his world was her. The sway of her hips, the graceful curve of her neck, the curly black strands that grazed her shoulders, brushing over golden skin, caressing her place in his fingers longed to touch. He couldn't help but think that was how she wanted it. His entire being awestruck, his soul stunned into silence while she imprinted herself on his skin with her very existence. Why else would she have come out here? To the back porch of the frat house where he was the sole occupant. He was the only person who needed a break from the music pounding through the speakers, the stench of alcohol he wouldn't drink sipping into his lungs, the overwhelming swell of people packed into the living room turned dance floor trying to enjoy the first party of the year. Okay. All right. Okay. So that was interesting. Okay, so that was back in the day. So college, clearly something, but maybe between Sloane and Dominic in college. I think I would be intrigued enough to read. I mean, this is a biggie. I am intrigued enough to read, but I might put this off for a little bit. I don't know that it pulled my attention enough for me to be like, yes, I'm about to read. Woo! 565 pages, honey. Woo! Yeah, I would definitely go through the ones I'm really excited about first. I know that JL Seegars has a cult-like following and reputation, but and I'm a person that can only read one book at a time, so I would definitely, that was intriguing, but I would definitely put it maybe towards the end. But let's see, we still got a few more books to go through. Okay, another series. So this is the second book after Only for the Week. This is The Art of Loving You by Natasha Bishop. Oh, this is the Forever Falling series, and this follows Danny Jenkins. Oh, Dear Danny and Micah, if you're reading this, I'm dead. Okay. So clearly this follows Danny and Micah. And it seems like this is a second chance romance. It seems like their mentor Tanya dies. She only has 2 rules: do it together and make magic. Okay. So let's read the first page of this. Ooh, it comes with a playlist. Most of these books, I should have said, have come with a playlist. Prologue, Danny. Why do people fall in love? What do they get out of handing their heart to another human being? Is companionship really worth the pain of exposure? Exposure of your deepest vulnerabilities. Who decides that was a good idea? I look around the resort suite I've called home for the last 2 weeks. You would think after attending a wedding as gorgeous as this, I'd see the appeal of all of the I don't. All I see is the beautiful backdrop marred by the ugliness of the bride's insecurities and the groom's cowardice. Is this what love has to offer? Transforming into the worst version of yourself in its name? No, thank you. I spent most of this trip trying to keep the bride from flying off the handle about the dumbest while she treated us like errand girls and ruined her relationship with her sister. I am beyond ready to get out of Tulum, having resolved to never attend a wedding again. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Okay, so clearly someone that feels a little resistant or hesitant about love, but clearly this is a romance. Yeah, I think I would be intrigued. And I guess because I've already read the first in this series, I would want to finish it. But the first page definitely didn't pull me in maybe as much as some of the others. But I would definitely be willing to read it because I do like a pessimist that is turned a romantic in the end. So the next book is Sweet Heat by Bolu Babalola. I hope I said that right. And this is the second or the sequel to Honey and Spice. And this is I think a second chance romance. And this is book 2, chapter 1 of Love and Lobster Linguine. They say there are certain dramatic, life-changing, or ending occurrences that a person can recognize are about to happen immediately before they happen. I don't know if they are nebulous council of sages through the ages, psychologist, or a Nigerian matriarch who swears she had a dream, but I am inclined to believe it. We are spiritual, instinctual beings, primal, and we can feel and sense and guess at an altering of a destiny in the moments before it unfurls. A car crash, for instance. A flick of the wrist, vision askew, your heart jumps into your mouth before your brain can recognize what is happening. There's a split second before the fear sets in, and it feels worse than fear itself. The anticipation of cold tang of pre-catastrophe on the tongue, the heady notes of dread tickling the back of your throat that makes you want to hurl or laugh or scream or dream or anything but this happening. That's interesting. I'm interested in this, especially because I read the first book. This is a second chance romance, and it is basically foreshadowing something dramatic, life-changing happening, and that life-changing thing can be love. So yes, I'm interested. These are all of the romance that I am planning to read for my sexy summer. And I need some help, y'all. I would love for you to help me to think about what order I should read these books in. I'd love to get your suggestions down in the comments. And also, I'd love to know what you are planning to read this summer. Any romance that are on your list that I didn't talk about, please recommend them. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care of yourself and stay glowing. Bye, y'all.
I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable.